Is it audible, Arshu? Hello? Is it audible, Arshu?
Recording in progress.
Hello? Arshu Krishnan, is it audible? Can you respond? Hello, Arshu?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
It is audible, sir.
okay. So last session, what we were discussing about? We were discussing about the concept of modules, right? So we were discussing about the user-defined modules, right? Isn't it? So we have worked with two working styles. So in the first working style, so we were using only one keyword, that is the input keyword. So when you are working with the second working style, we people were using two keywords. So first keyword in the form of from, second keyword in the form of, what is the second keyword? Please respond, guys. Hello. Please respond. In the second working style, how many keywords are used?
Two keywords, sir.
Two keywords. So what are the keywords used in the second working style?
From and import.
From and import. Okay. So in today's session, we will discuss about the concept of aliasing. What's the concept, guys? Please respond.
Aliasing.
Aliasing. Are you able to see the notepad editor?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have defined all the arithmetic functions in the arithmath.py file, isn't it? Addition function, subtraction function, multiplication function, division, modulus functions are defined inside of arithmath.py, isn't it? Have we defined or not?
Yes, sir.
So if you observe the name of that particular module, arithmath is the name of the module, right? So arithmath having how many number of characters, guys? Arithmath. Count the number of characters in the arithmath. Hello. Hello. Are you listening? Count the number of characters. 1, 2, 3,
9, sir.
4. 9 number of characters are there. So in this case, here it is having 9 number of characters. Let us consider a particular module name having more than 30 number of characters or 50 number of characters. Let us assume like that. So if I am using a function or functions as part of that particular module for many times in the logic, for many times in the current program, what we have to do? So we have to type that particular module name for more than one number of time or not. Let us suppose if I want to use it for 50 number of times. For 50 number of times, I have to specify what? I have to specify the module name. Module name followed by dot operator and the variable name or function name or class name. So which is part of the particular module has to be specified, isn't it? Hello. Are you following, guys? If you do not understand, please raise the question, okay, such that I can understand whether you are following or not. Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Let us consider, okay, one module as A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Okay, you consider the name of the module as A to Z. So this is the name of the module, guys. You assume. So I'm having one Python file. So what's the name of that Python file? What's the name of the Python file? This is the name of the Python file is having how many number of characters? 26 number of characters. So can I consider can I consider it as one as a lengthy? So 26 number of characters are there. Okay, let us suppose there is one function called as function1 defined inside of this particular module. So what's the module name? A to Z is the name of the module name. In this particular module, I'm defining what? Function1. I want to use this function1 for 50 number of times in the program, in the current program. So when I'm going with this kind of approach, so import space, if I am writing like this. So for how many times I need? For how many times I want to call function1?
50.
50 number of times. For 50 number of times, do I need to mention the name of the module or not?
Yes,
Name of the module followed by what? Dot followed by function1. So this sort of syntax has to be followed or not?
yes, sir.
So this sort of syntax, this sort of logic has to be written for 50 number of times. So writing a lengthy module name for multiple number of times like this. So what we can do is we can give another name for the module name. Other name. Aliasing is nothing but what? Other name. Aliasing is nothing but what? Giving other name. So for example, so consider myself. So my name is Vamshi Krishna. Vamshi Krishna is what? Outside people, they are calling me as Vamshi Krishna. But when you consider the family members, they won't be calling me with the Vamshi Krishna. They used to call me with my pet name. So pet name is just like what? It is another name or not? Please respond. Alias for the existing name or not? Hello. So instead of calling Vamshi Krishna, I used to be called as X. Let us assume that I used to call it as what? X. So X is what? Alias for the Vamshi Krishna. X is referring to Vamshi Krishna. Vamshi Krishna is also referring to me. Okay, so both are referring to me. So aliases. What was the previous class strength, guys? Hello. Last class strength entama. Varun. First class strength entama. Varun. Are you there in the session? Sai Varun. Hello. Can anyone respond? What was the previous class strength? Vamshi? Vamshi?
Yes, sir.
What was the previous class strength?
47, sir.
47. So what happened to my session? So it is only 43 members who have attended the session. So I'm expecting full strength from your class, guys. You people are related to CSE. So this subject is very important to you people. Don't neglect the subject. It is very important. Okay. So if I want to call this particular function for 50 number of times, for 50 number of times, I have to specify the name of the module. So whether it is having 26 characters or 30 characters or 50 characters or 100 number of characters, that particular module name has to be specified first. Name of the module name followed by what? Dot operator and the function we want to call, or variable which we want to call it from the module that has to be specified, isn't it? Now, instead of writing this particular lengthy module name for 50 number of times, I will give other name for the existing module name. So while specifying the import statement in the program, while specifying what? import statement in the program at the time of importing a module into the current program. So at that statement, we are going for the concept of what? Aliases. So here I am writing import. So I'm giving an example for what? Aliasing. Okay. So import space. So arithmat. I'm importing arithmat module then as AM. So what is this AM representing, guys? What is AM representing? AM is the other name of arithmat module. So by using as keyword, we were giving aliases. So this AM is called as what? It is alias name for the arithmat module. So how aliases are represented? So how aliases are specified in Python? By using keyword called as we were specifying what? Alias names. So this AM is what? It is alias name for arithmat. Okay. Now, what are the functions available in the arithmat? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus functions are existing in the arithmat. By using alias names, I want to call the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus function. Okay, so these functions are requiring 2 inputs or not? So you ask for 2 inputs from the end user. So a equal to int of, read the values, guys. Input function. By using input function, we were reading the value. Okay, enter a number, then read the second value into b variable. After reading values, what we can do? Can we call add, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus functions or not? Please respond. Hello. Let us suppose I want to call addition functionality of this particular arithmat module. So what I have to do? To call that function, what's the syntax? First of all, we have to specify the module name or not. So I will give arithmat. So instead of writing these many number of characters, which is part of that module name, so here I can go with the concept of what? Aliases. Simply I can mention what? AM. So replace arithmat with what? AM. Okay, so we can use what? AM. It is not replacing arithmat with AM. So instead of using these many number of characters, so I can call the functions related to this particular arithmat with the help of which name? AM. So AM is becoming what? Alias name for the arithmat module. So AM dot add of a comma b. So it is equivalent to what? It is equivalent to what? Equivalent to
Arithmat dot add.
arithmat dot add of a comma b. Are you following?
Yes.
So similarly to call subtraction function. So what I can do? I can write arithmat dot sub of a comma b. Okay, or else what we can specify? By using alias name also I can call the function am dot sub of what? A comma b. So both are doing the same job or not? Please respond. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Are you following? So instead of writing these many number of characters for multiple number of times, so we can create an alias name. Okay, so aliases are nothing but what? Other names given to what? So here we are giving other name to the module. So instead of calling with arithmat, so we can call with what? AM. So both are referring to the same module. Okay, so am dot sub. Similar way, I can call am dot mul of a comma b, then am dot div of a comma b, am dot next modulus of a comma b. Both are doing the same job. Okay, so if you are having doubts, you can copy this code and Run the program in the ID. Are you seeing the code? Please respond, guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So save the code. In Python, I'm saving CSCB. So it is an example for aliasing. So module aliasing example dot py. Then run the program. So if I'm executing the program, what happens here? What it does? It calls addition functionality of arithmath. It calls subtraction function of arithmath. It calls multiplication function of arithmath. It calls division function of arithmath. It calls modulus function of arithmath. If you see the module name, so what I have specified here, did I mention arithmath here? Hello. Are you following, guys? Are you there in the session or not?
No, sir.
Sorry. So what I'm doing, in place of the module name, did I specify arithmath here? No. What I'm specifying, I'm giving the other name. Either with the help of other name or with the help of the module name, you are referring to the same module. Okay. So run the program. So what it is asking for? Numbers. Give numbers. I'm giving 20. So 20 stored into the A, 10 stored into the B. So this is the result of addition functionality. This is the result of subtraction functionality. This is the result of multiplication functionality. This is the result of what? Result of division functionality. This is the result of what? Modulus functionality. Is it clear? Are you following, guys?
Yes, sir.
Everyone, please respond, guys. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then. So are you seeing the notepad editor? Are you seeing the notepad editor? Please respond, guys. Please respond. So I'm creating one Python file with the name first.py. What's the name of the Python file? First.py. So in first.py, so I'm creating one function with the name fun1. What's the name of the function? Name of the function is fun1. So how to create the function? So to define functions, we were using which keyword? Def keyword. So def keyword is used, using which we can define the functions. Okay, I'm defining function1. Okay, fun1 is the name of the function name. So as part of this, I'm writing only one statement. So that block of code. So under function1 is having how many number of statements? Only one statement. So here I'm writing executed from first.py. Okay, so this is the logic which we have written in the under first.py. So in first.py file, I have defined only one function. Now I am defining the second file, second.py. Okay, I'm taking one more Python file. So instead of second.python file, I'm defining a function called as function1. Okay, so what's the function name? Function defined instead of second.py. Please respond, guys. Don't waste my energy. So if you are following, say yes, or else you say no. What's there in it? So what's the name of the function? Tell me the function name.
Fun1.
Fun1 is the name of the function. It is defined inside of what? The second.py Python file. Okay. Now I'm taking one more Python file, third.py. Okay. So if I'm executing the first.py file, what's the result? Can we expect any kind of output from the program execution? Please respond. So after writing this logic, I will execute the logic. I will execute the program. So if I execute the program, can I expect any kind of output from the program execution?
No, sir.
So nothing will be the output. Similar way, I will execute the second program. What's the result?
Nothing, sir.
Nothing will be the result. Now in the third.py file, I will write import first, then import second, then I'm writing first dot function one, then second dot function one. What's the result, guys? What's the result? So after executing the first two Python files, I have executed a third Python file. So what I have done here, so import first. So first is considered as a module name or not? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what kind of module it is?
User-defined module.
User defined. So import second. What sort of module it is?
User-defined.
User defined. Now I'm calling function one of first and function one of first second. What will be the output? What happens when I'm calling function one? What happens when it executes this statement? What happens?
Print gets executed, sir. Sure.
So this print statement of function one of first.py will be executed or not? So this will be the result. So executed from first.py. So that will be the result. Now control goes to the next statement and executes what? Second.fun1. What's the result? Executed from the second.py. So that will be the result, isn't it? Isn't it?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Now we will work with the second working style. So in second working style, so how many number of keywords are used?
2.
2 keywords are used. Okay. So let us follow the second syntax. So second working style. So here I'm writing from first import fun1. Next from second import fun1, and then I have called function one. Now you tell me. So both first.py file and second.py file, so both are having function one or not? Both are defined with the same function name or not? So both are having single functions. So if you observe the name of the functions defined in first.py and second.py, both functions are having the same name. Fun1 available in first.py, fun1 available in second.py. Are they executing the same function? Please respond. Are you following, guys? Please respond, guys. Give me the response in terms of either yes or no. Are you following or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
if I'm going with the first approach, okay. So when I'm using only import keyword here, so no issues with that. So when I'm going with the first working style, as we have to specify the name of the module followed by the member which we want to access, no issues with that. Okay. So fun1 of first will be called here. So fun1 of second will be called with this statement. But what about this one? So when I'm going with this approach, so which particular function will be called? Function one of first or function one of second will be called? Please respond. So what's the last import statement related to function one, guys?
Executed from the second.py.
Second.py. So it considers the second module. Okay. Is it clear, guys? So it considers the last one, latest one. So as function one from second is the last one, last statement related to the function one. So it calls what? Function one from the second module. Let us suppose if I am writing like this. Okay, I'm taking one more Python file. So name of the Python file is fifth.py. Okay, now I am writing like this. I'm writing the code as follows. I'm writing like this. Now you tell me what's the output. So this second.py and first.py, these two files are having fun1. So both are having the function1 functions, right? So this function1 is different from this function1. So both are related to the same module or different modules. Please respond, guys. Function is related to different modules or related to the same module. Fun1 is available in second module. Fun1 is available in the first module. So when this is the case, what's the output?
Executed from first.py.
Executed from the first.py. Reason? It considers the latest import statement. So what's the latest import statement? So it is imported from which module? First module. So because of that reason, it executes the function from the first module. Is it clear? Please respond, guys. Are you following or not? Now you assume that. So I'm defining one more Python file, guys. Name of the Python file is sixth.py. Okay. So by using second working style, I want to execute function1 of first and also function1 of second. So if it is the case, if you get that kind of requirement, then how you are handling the situation? So with the help of second working style, you have to write the logic. Okay. You have to call function1 from the first module, and also you have to call the function1 from the second module. So if it is the case, what you have to specify? Now you have to write. Let us suppose at this instance, I need to call function1 from the second module. So mention this import statement, and you call what? Function1. Okay. Now at this instance, I need function1 of first module. Now what we have to do? So you write the import statement. So which is related to what? First module. Okay. And then you can call what? Function1. Is it clear? If I'm writing one more time, so if I'm calling this particular function1 for one more time, what's the result? When it executes the function1 for the first time. So when this statement is executed, what's the result? What's the result of this statement?
Executed from second.py.
Executed from second.py. Now, when I'm executing this function1 call, what happens? What's the result?
Executed from first.py.
Then I'm executing function1 for one more time. What happens?
Same here, sir.
What is the result?
Executed from first.py.
That's the result. So let us check whether this code is working or not. So I will create files first. So first.py and second.py has to be created or not. You copy the code into the IDE. Are you seeing the untitled window? See
Yes,
the
sir.
code, guys. So first.py. Then run the program. Are we seeing any kind of output?
No, sir.
Reason? Why it is not showing executed from first.py?
There's no function calling statement.
Sorry?
There's no function calling statement.
So I'm making modifications in the code and I am writing second.py, and then I have saved the code. So give the name as second.py and then run the program. See here, what's the output? What's the output?
Nothing.
Nothing. Then I'm taking a new file. So here I am writing, here I am working with the second working style. Okay. So you consider this one. Okay. Save the code, guys. Fourth.py. Now what will be the output? Seeing this code, you tell me what's the output. Hello. Are you seeing the code? Hare Ramachandra.
Executed from second.py.
Run the program. Executed from second.py. Now you go to the code. I have removed this code and pasted after the import statement as like this. So if I'm making modifications in the code as like this, saving the code, .py, and then I'm executing the program. Now, based upon this code, can anyone tell me the output?
Executed from first.py.
Executed from first.py. Executed from first.py. Are you following? Now you consider the sixth.py file. I'm saving the code as sixth.py. Sixth.py. I'm executing the program. See here, executed from second.py, executed from first.py, executed from first.py. Now again, at this instance, I want to call it from the second.py. What I have to do? Please respond.
Again, import the second function. I mean the second module.
So this import statement has to be copied here. So I have to write this sort of statement, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And call the function one. Now what's the result? Seven.py. Now what's the result of this first function call? Please respond, guys. What's the result of this first
Executed
function
from
call?
second.py.
It will be executed from the second.py. Next, this one.
Executed from first.py.
For this one.
Executed from first.py.
For this.
Executed from second.py.
At this instance, again I need it from first.py. Then if I want to call it from the function, if I want to call it from the first.py, what I have to do? At this instance, I want to call it from the first.py. From first module, I want to call the function one. What I have to do? Again, you copy this code and paste it here, such that it will call the function one from which module? First or second? First module. See here, it is calling from the first.py again. So are you following the syntax? Are you following the importance? Importance of second working style. So when multiple modules are having the functions with the same name, so this is the logic what we have to include in the program. Is it clear? Please respond, guys. Are you following or not? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us discuss about the predefined modules, guys. OS module. Let us discuss the first module in the form of what? OS module. So it is predefined or user defined? It is predefined.
Predefined.
Is predefined module. Okay, it is a predefined module. Okay, let us suppose I want to find the current working directory. Current working directory in the sense, so from where our program is getting executed, I want to know about the path of our current working directory. So working directory has to be displayed through code. So if it is the case, I can use what? I can use OS module. Import OS print of OS dot getcwd. So what is this function, guys? Get current working directory. What it fetches? It fetches the current working directory information. So you copy this code and run the program in the IDE. So we were discussing about which module, guys? OS. It is a predefined module. Okay. So let us create a module, guys. Save as. So I'm saving within the CSCB folder. Okay. So I will create new folder here. In CSCB folder, I'm creating a new folder. Okay. Rename it OS. So I have created OS folder. So this OS will become what? Current working directory or not? Hello. This is the working folder or not?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
What do you mean by working folder? So working folder or working directory will have what? Python files or not? From where we have to execute the programs or not? So OS. So in desktop, Python folder is there. In Python, CSCB folder is there. In CSCB, OS folder is there. So in OS folder, I'm saving the programs related to OS module. So OS module example1.py. Save the code and run the program. See here, it is showing the current working directory. Isn't it? Are you seeing the output? Hello.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
On, guys. Now within the OS directory, within the current path, if I want to create a folder, I want to create a directory, then in such case, in OS folder, in OS module, we are having a command. Sorry, we are having a function called as mkdir. What's the function name? Please respond, guys. What's the function name?
mkdir.
What it does, it creates a directory in the current path. Okay, so what's the current path? This is our current path or not? OS. Now we are in this path or not? In this path, it creates a new folder. Okay, so within the braces, you can mention the input in the form of what? The directory name. So the directory which has to be created in the current path. So here I'm giving GVK. So this GVK directory will be created in which path? In OS folder or not? Please respond, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Save the code. Module example2.py. Run the program. See here, it has created. So whether it has created or not, so after executing this particular function, so give a message. So directory has created successfully. So you give some kind of message to the user. Okay. So save the code, guys. Run the program. So what happened here? What happened here?
Error.
Please respond, guys. Why
Error.
it is showing error? Why it is showing error? Reason? Because we have executed this particular program for the second time or not? Already GVK folder is existing in the current path or not?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Are you following, guys?
Yes, sir.
In place of
Yes,
GVK, here you can give GVK1 such that issue will be solved. Save the code and run the program. Now what happens? See here. Directory has created successfully. If you are having doubts, you can open the OS folder. In OS, GVK